skyrocketing. And because we are an import-dependent nation, barely every imported item is very expensive. Should we talk about transportation that carries goods? And life has become harder for Nigerians as this government came on board. Hunger everywhere, insecurity everywhere, and of course, other very genuine demands. The call for the protest is genuine, and there is need for us to come.
He also urged police to prevent disruptions during the protest, saying it is their job to provide full security coverage for protesters. In the meantime, the chairman caretaker committee of Kana Local Government Area of River State, Marvin Yobana, has warned that his administration will not allow the planned nationwide protest to take place in Kana. Mr. Yobana made the call while presenting cards to members of his caretaker committee and some principal officers of Kana Local Government Area.
We also have an information that there is a planned protest nationwide. I use this opportunity to say that the CTC of Kana Local Government, we are not a party to it, because the governor has told us to support the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, and which we are supporting. So we are not protesting against Tinubu. Those who are orchestrating or planning to protest against Tinubu, they know their plans. But we are not going to allow that protest take place in Kana Local Government.
Mr. Yobana called on the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Wetoku, and Commissioner of Police, Olatunji Disu, to arrest and prosecute those planning to perpetuate violence in River State. He also urged the police not to be partisan in the political crisis in the state.
The Nigerian police and other security agents should not be partisan in the political issues happening in River State. Just yesterday, some persons who were impersonating themselves as local government chairmen gave out some sort of threat that they are going to find their way back to the council. I want to call on the Inspector General of Police to ensure that those persons who want to perpetrate violence and crisis in River State are arrested and brought to justice, and that the local government secretariats that are locked by the police should be opened.
Now responding, the Supervisor for Women Affairs, Charity Demore, and Supervisor for Youth, Lebosi Yamabana, thanked Kana Council boards for the gesture and assured the people of Kana of more empowerment and good governance.
On behalf of the Kana CTC Caretaker Committee, I want to thank the Governor of River State for finding us worthy to the task in Kana Local Government. As you can see, we have light in Bori now. In some villages in Bori, in the past 3 years, there has been no light. And so I want people to understand that this is the hope that the people were looking for. Our chairman, Ambassador Marvin Yobana, he is doing very well to ensure that he carries everybody along.
We feel very happy and we are proud to associate with the chairman. He has done well, and we want to assure him, as well as the governor, that we will do our best, just like we've been doing, to serving the Kana people and to delivering the dividends of democracy to the people of Kana Local Government Area.
Meanwhile, River State Commissioner of Police Olatunji Disu has assured the public that operatives of the command have been trained to ensure that law and order is maintained during the 1st August nationwide protest against economic hardship. Correspondent Mekotoka reports that the CP said this while answering questions about the command's readiness for the protest. The Rivers Police Commissioner also said that the command is engaging with relevant stakeholders to ensure the protest remains civil.
That's a concern to us. We have been having meetings with a lot of our stakeholders, very, very important stakeholders in the community. We had some meetings, and more meetings have been slated for tomorrow and then Monday. On the side of the police, our men are prepared. We have talked to them again and again. Most importantly, we know we don't want it to be the situation of we versus them. We are all in this together. The officers have been told what to do. We have withdrawn our men from essential duties. We have talked to them. They have been trained again and again. We are ready to hold any situation that brings itself to us.
Yesterday, the Nigerian Police Force defended its request for the names and other details of intending participants of the nationwide protest. Force spokesman Muyiwa Adejobi said having such details is standard procedure to ensure the safety of all participants and prevent any unlawful activities. Also, spokesperson for the Nigeria Customs Service DCI Kenneth Udo said President Bola Tinubu ordered tight security around borders across the country to ensure that foreign elements do not come into the country to participate participate in the protest. Moving on, the leaders of the PDP in Ward 17, Rumolumeni Obiakpo local government area of River State, Tony Okea, has praised delegates and party members for their peaceful conduct during Saturday's Congress. Ms. Okea told our correspondent that the PDP in River State is well structured under the leadership of the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike. He expressed confidence that the newly elected ward executives will drive the party to greater heights.
No hindrance, there was no obstacle, there was nothing on our way that would have stopped the conduct of the Congress. The orderliness and the manner with which the delegates conducted themselves was remarkable. And as I speak as the world leader. So I will say that there is no other party than the People Democratic Party under the leadership of his He is an excellent leader. We believe in him and I want our people to rally around him and give him all the support which we have always done.
Mr. Okea also said the Congress was conducted under the supervision of INEC officials and security agencies. Also speaking, the newly elected chairman of Ward 17, Ewene Mati, thanked the people for their support and promised to ensure inclusive governance.
Going forward, we look at the world, this is a new beginning, and from the leader of the world, that has been a very responsible person that has always taken his word very serious and has always done well. Working together with the ESCO that was elected today, the world put its places.
Similarly, the immediate past chief of staff for Eche local government area, Promise Nwankwo, has commended all those who participated in the PDP ward congresses in Eche Council and across the state. Speaking with our correspondent, Mr. Nwankwo listed the various wards in Eche where the congress was held.
In Eche local government area, Ward 1, Afara, Ward 2, Ebu Inye, Ward 3, Ibo, Ward 4, Chokocho Umechem Abra, Ward 5, Okomoko Manyago, Okrago, Ward 6, Egui Opiro, Ward 7 Ni, Ward 8 Odofo, Ward 9 Obibi, Ward 10 Obite, Ward 11 Okeyi, Ward 12 Ozuzu Elele, Ward 13 Olakwo, Ward 14 Iboto, Ward 15 Akwa Odogwa, Ward 16 Apok Umoyo, Ward 17 Ndash, Ward 18 Mba, Ward 19 Ogida, Owo.
Mr. Nwankwo also commended the police for providing security and the INEC for a smooth process.
Yes, to my knowledge, free, fair and credible elections are one of the undisputable principles of liberal democracy in the whole wide world, as INEC was quite fair and unbiased in their conduct. I also want to commend all the strategic Nigerian police force and peace-loving people of our enduring state for turning up en masse for the peaceful exercise. I therefore congratulate all the duly elected candidates across the state for their well-deserved victory.
As you may know, Justice Peter Lifo of the Federal High Court in Abuja had issued an order to allow the PDP hold its Congress. Now, this was a counter order against two other court orders stopping the exercise in River State. On Friday, Justice Charles Wali of the State High Court restrained the PDP, its national chairman and national secretary, or their agents from gathering anywhere in River State to hold the congresses until the court hears and determines the suit before it. Justice Sobere Biambo had also issued a similar restraining order in a suit filed by David Omereji and 10 others. The congresses are meant to elect new officers to run the affairs of the party in the state. Meanwhile, the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Debo Ologunagba, has again declined to comment on an online report that the River State chapter of the party has been dissolved for insubordination and anti-party activities. Speaking with our correspondent, Mr. Ologunagba maintained that the party will come up with a decision after consulting with its legal team. The PDP spokesperson also did not say which of the court orders the party intends to obey. Still to come, CTC chairman says no bias in distribution of palliatives. Stay with us. The Caretaker Committee of Ogobolo Local Government Area, Evans BP, has dismissed allegations that the distribution of federal government palliatives in the state is being politicized by the River State government. Speaking during the sharing of the food items in Ogu, Mr. BP said the items were distributed evenly to the poor and vulnerable people across the 12 wards of the area without political, religious and ethnic considerations. He said the allegation by the opposition is intended to create a rift between the federal and state government.
Let me correct this impression. The number of persons you are seeing here, they are not members of Simplified Movement. They are indigenous of the local government area, but more of the vulnerable, more of the poor, the needy. You can see physically challenged persons. You can see the clergy. So you cannot target to be sympathizers of the governor, which is very wrong. So those who have such impression should disabuse their mind, because governor is for everybody. And besides, the palliative came from the federal government. It is all encompassing. The churches, all the parties are involved, but they must be vulnerable people that need these foodstuffs.
The Ogobolo CTC chairman also said the palliatives is to reduce hunger in the area as part of measures to address the economic hardship.
Last week, we received the grain from the federal government to state government and to the local government. Today, we decide to distribute it to the various wards, non-indigenous, the churches. It's for the poor, the vulnerables, not for the rich. The essence is to reduce the level of hunger in the local government area. With this distribution, I know that to weaken the planned protests. In my LG, I didn't want to waste time. I want to distribute it as quick as possible. So, since the planned protest is on 1st of August. With this distribution, you can see the happiness on the faces of people. Everybody's happy. Now, I do believe that it will go a long way in reducing the level of hunger.
Our correspondent reports that the palliatives distributed to the people include bags of grains, gari, and rice. Similarly, the CTC chairman of Oyibo Local Government Area, Gogo Philip, has distributed over 1,000 bags of rice, 10,000 naira each, and other items to over 1,000 underprivileged persons in 10 wards in the council. Mr. Phillips said the gesture is aimed at helping to reduce the effect of the hardship faced by the people of Oyibo.
Already paid for over 500 kVA transformers, and the shortest time due to arrive. We have also made a lot of appointments to our people. Our Excellency, the Honorable State, has done so much for us. He's a man of peace. He's a man that feels for the common man, and that is what we are doing. We are duplicating what is in the state to the local government. How people are happy. You can see around, people are going on with bags of rice, not just only bag of rice. As they are going, they have 10,000 naira with them to the rice.
Also, the River State Commissioner for Youth, Chisom Bali, thanked the CTC chairman and promised that more palliatives are on the way for Igbo people.
Now empowerment. We promise on that say no be government before. We only for some people go write the name of their family, their children, even the one where they never born. Now everybody go benefit from the government. This empowerment, this thing what they give now no go end today. Anybody where name not appear for today, we'll get Gary here where president don't give us. We'll get corn. So not everybody go benefit from rice.
Some of the beneficiaries thanked the CTC chairman, Gogo Phillips, for the gesture. Moving on, a social-political group, the Delga People's Assembly, has hailed the River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara for his achievement in his 1 year in office. The convener of the group, Roland Obed-White, commended the governor for his visionary leadership, especially for the construction of the main Trans-Calabari Road. Dr. Obed-White, who is the permanent secretary, River State Ministry of Special Projects, assured Governor Fubara of their total support and unwavering support at all times.
His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara has made tremendous stride into Digima local government area. First, by giving us the original Trans-Calabari Road that cut across communities such as Ogurama, Bakana, Bukuma, and Tombea. Never been envisaged and actualized by any previous government in the past 24 years. His Excellency not minding what it takes as is stipulated in his agenda to ensure that the health and education of our children come to reality.
On the spot, the National Public Relations Officer of Delga People's Assembly, Ipalibo Madodoye, said the group is pleased with Governor Fubara for the caliber of persons appointed into Degema CTC led by former lawmaker Anthony Soberekon.
We are immensely commending His Excellency the Governor of Rivers State, Seminary February GSS-RS, on the very laudable appointment of reputable sons of Degema local government, which DPA at the front line as socio-political organization is pushing. So we thank the Governor for the appointment of Saingo Matisielo as a member of the Governing Council of Rivers State University, Pastor Tonte Davis as acting sole administrator of the Port Harcourt City Development, and the inauguration of the Degema local government committee. We are telling the governor that we are with him.
Also, a member of the Delga People's Assembly, Dennis Tene Ilabe, applauded the choice of their convener as the Permanent Secretary, Rivers State Ministry of Special Projects, saying Dr. Roland Obed-White is committed to the growth and development of the state. In other news, a philanthropist and national coordinator of the Enforcers of Good Governance, Kingsley Ogo, has officially declared his interest to run for the position of chairman of Obebe Mandoni local government area in the 5th October local government elections. Speaking at an event to mark the conclusion of his ward-to-ward town hall consultation, Dr. Ogo promised to use his leadership experience to address neglect and poor governance in the area to ensure a change in the deteriorated infrastructure, healthcare, education, and basic amenities. Dr. Ogo also promised to engage with youth and women on skill acquisition for greater job opportunities.
Haven't had very successful town hall meetings where I listen from you directly, not sending somebody. Having listened to the call of above 10,000 youths, having also considered that Enforcer of Good Governance has 67,000 members non-elder, and having also consulted my family, knowing that they are willing to give me the next 3 years to serve you and not them, I, Dr. Kingsley Ogo, herewith declare formally, officially, that I'm throwing my heart to the ring.
Our correspondent reports that several groups had called on Dr. Ogo to run for the chairmanship position of ONELGA. We're going to show a commercial break right now.
Congratulations! We, the entire political infantry.
Nicolas Maduro has won Venezuela's presidential election. The Venezuelan opposition has alleged widespread fraud in the counting of votes and vowed to challenge the result. President Maduro has been in power for for 11 years. On the news this morning, you heard it is still unclear if Rivers State will join the planned 1st August nationwide protest. And on the foreign scene, Venezuela's Maduro has been re-elected after 11 years in power. The news was edited by Constance Mega. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyele. Many thanks for listening.